Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner in a Week. In these videos, I show you how I combine inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from the food pantry to make hopefully well-balanced, delicious meals. As a family, we generally eat low carb because my husband and I do for health reasons, and me being the sole cook in the house, it is easier for me to make one meal than to try to be a short order cook, but you will see variations to that and I will explain as I go. So tonight is actually not Monday night. Yesterday was a very busy day, groceries and errands and all kinds of stuff. And we just had breakfast for dinner. So I didn't feel like I needed to film that. Tonight, I had plans to use the leftover sausage sheet pan meal from last week to make soup with. And got to like last minute of getting ready to make dinner, opened the container, and it was fuzzy. So obviously that was not an option, which kind of surprised me because I didn't fix it until like late in the week last week. Yeah, Thursday of last week. So it wasn't that old. Should not have been fuzzy. I don't know. So I really quickly was like, well, crap, now I have to come up with something else. So I just made a really simple cheeseburger soup. I already had broth thawed out to use for the sausage sheet pan meal soup. So I browned a pound of ground turkey, added in an onion, and browned that all up together. Then I dumped in 1.5 pints or so of broth. Added in some potatoes and simmered that until the potatoes were soft. And then I added, I don't know, maybe like 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream and some cheddar cheese and turned the heat off and stirred that in so that the cheese melted. And then for toppings, we have some more shredded cheese, some bacon bits, and some sour cream for whoever wanted whatever topping. So it worked out nicely. For a, oh crap, I have to come up with something to make, meal. So, we also have, as my daughter and the people that take her to youth group were getting ready to leave youth group on Sunday, they had someone, pull up and they had a, get together and had a bunch of breadsticks left over and asked if they wanted them. So I rewarmed some breadsticks for the kids to have with theirs. So, that is a nice, it's like 71 was the high today, so perfect day for a soup. So that is Monday and Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday night, and tonight we are having chicken tenders. I got 2 packages of chicken breasts, like whole fresh ones from Aldi, for 50% off, so they were $1.15 a pound, which is pretty darn good for chicken breasts. And so I brought those home and I cut some of it up into just like kind of diced chunks for using for later, and then the rest of it I did into chicken tenders for tonight. To make these low carb, and they're even technically carnivore if you're that far into low carb, I did pork rinds and Parmesan cheese and then just some seasoned salt. So yeah, those are pretty clean ingredient on those, which is nice. Baked them at 400 for about 20 minutes, turning halfway through. If you have an air fryer, I would recommend that because they're going to get crispier, but I can't fit all of the chicken tenders that we would need through the air fryer, so it's good enough. With that, I have, oh shoot, I was going to leave that out. This is zucchini from our garden, and then I just sauteed it, and then I added on the chive and onion cream cheese that you can get at Aldi. It's in with like the strawberry cream cheese and like the spreadable cream cheese, and we figured this out last year, and it's delicious to do it like this. Tastes amazing. Makes it nice and creamy, and even my non-zucchini likers will, they'll eat a few pieces. It's still not like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever, but they'll eat it. With that, I have watermelon cut up to have as well because it's watermelon season finally. My kids always ask like all year round if we can buy watermelons, and I tell them no until summer because I'm like, they just aren't the same until you eat them during the summer. So, all right, that is Wednesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Thursday night. Tonight we have brats, the ones from Aldi. These, yeah, sorry. We always get the party pack. They are so good. They are a favorite. I am normally not a big fan of brats, but I like these. And with that, we'll have sauerkraut. We have our first large tomato from the garden. We've been getting cherry tomatoes, but this is a Cherokee purple. Isn't she beautiful? Love it. And then I did green beans. And once again, I'm doing the chive and onion cream cheese spread from Aldi on them like I used on the zucchini last night. It's just so good. I normally do like garlic and like do minced garlic, but I don't have any like jarred minced garlic. All I have is homegrown garlic, and I was running late. It's already 7 o'clock. And so I didn't want to mess with having to stop and mince garlic right quick. So I didn't. I lazy. We also delivered produce. We're once a week delivering produce to an elderly friend of ours, the lady who used to run the food pantry. We've been taking a box of garden goodies every Thursday, and she had made cranberry orange muffins, and so gave us one for each of the kids. So they will probably have that either with or as dessert tonight. So, all right, that is Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, this is not Friday night, if you are paying attention to the days. Yesterday, my husband called me, and he had the evening off, kind of unexpectedly, and he asked if he had to stop at Walmart and pick something up, and he asked if I wanted him to pick up frozen pizza for dinner yesterday night, and I was like, yes, please do. So he so graciously did that, and so the kids had that and fruit salad, quick and easy. So I didn't film it because I just figured, hey, that's, it's frozen pizza. So this is Saturday night, and Saturday night I'd always make a big meal. So Saturdays I spend the whole day cleaning the house and doing the laundry and all the things, so that Sunday I can take the day off, and I make a big meal, and I'll explain why here in just a minute on Saturday, so we have lots of leftovers. So tonight we have a pot roast that I cooked in the crock pot all day. We had company today, so I needed something, I needed something already done, like the main dish, so that was easy. So I threw a pot roast in there at like 10 o'clock this morning. I did some onions in with it. I also have the juice off of that that's still in the crock pot to pour over gravy if anyone wants it. Most of my kids don't like, to pour over mashed potatoes. Most of my kids do not like gravy because they're weird. I would eat an old shoe if you put enough gravy on it because I love gravy. But, you can't win them all. So this is just instant mashed potatoes because we get those from the food pantry and they taste just fine. Sliced tomato from our garden. I was going to use my Artisan Bread in 5 minutes a day recipe and just turn it into pizza dough. And so I had that started when my husband called and asked if I wanted him to pick up pizzas. So I just threw this in the fridge, and then I baked it into an artisan bread. It was kind of an ugly one because it had sat so long, and I didn't do all the steps because I was tired and, like I said, company. But it'll taste good, and that's all that matters. I'll put the recipe for that in the show notes. If you have never made bread before, it is a nice beginner way of making bread. It works out really well and is super easy because it's very hands-off. You don't even have to knead it. And then we also have the zucchini from our garden with that chive and garlic, whatever, cream cheese stuff, again, because this stuff is so delicious and because we have zucchini. It is that time of year. So, all right, so the reason why I make a big meal on Saturday is because I don't cook on Sundays. The kids make their own breakfast before church. When we get home from church, we usually don't get home until like between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on how long we stay in chat. So we will, when we get home from church, I will pull out all of the leftovers from this week, which is why I make a big meal on Saturdays to make sure that we have plenty, which I think this week we do. I know there's like brats left and yeah, anyway. So I pull out all of the leftovers from the week and I let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. We make individual plates, toss them in the microwave, and the kids eat, and they're all happy because they get to eat whatever they want. If they want pot roast and a brat and a piece of bread, that's fine. It is all about getting those leftovers used so that we don't have any food waste, because I despise food waste. Then Sunday for dinner, we will pull out charcuterie board things. So meats, cheeses, dried fruits, like cured meats, pickles, chocolate, chips, crackers, anything along those lines. And once again, the kids get to pick and choose whatever they want. And that night, I even bust out paper plates. Because like I said, I clean the house and do everything that I can on Saturday to give us a day of rest on Sunday where we don't have anything major that we have to do work-wise. So yeah, I know a couple of you have asked me to show Sunday's meals and how we do that, and I swear I will get around to that. Tomorrow is not going to be a normal day because I have to take kids to youth group. Normally our neighbors drive them, but tomorrow I have to take one of them to youth group because they're doing youth group in a different place. Anyway, so I won't be able to do it tomorrow, and I won't be able to do it the next week either, because next weekend is fellowship meal after church. So yeah, okay, sorry. I swear I'll figure out a way to do that at some point, but maybe I'll do like a Sunday day of meals or something. I don't know. So all right, I will post any relevant recipes in the show notes. If you have any questions about anything that I make, please feel free to ask. I am an old school cook. I fly by the seat of my pants and rarely use recipes. So there probably won't be but like 1 or 2 recipes in the show notes. But if you would like more detailed instructions on how to make anything, just let me know and I will gladly give that information out. So I thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.